Your life is truly exposing all the ways in which you have not taken responsibility to control your destiny, which sounds crazy because how do you control destiny, right? What's up, you guys? This is Saray here with Astral Flame 33, here to give you your collective messages. Dear Source, dear Alphas, we thank you so much for allowing for us to be able to come together across time and space to do this reading. Please ensure that no low vibrational energies, entities, hexes, curses, jinxes, or bindings may manipulate, distort, usurp, or even spy in on this reading. So you see this card here and it says choices. The lack of making choices is going to allow for you to be at the whims, at the folly of the energies, the powers that be, whatever this is. When you don't take the initiative to make decisions for yourself, when you have more of a passive approach, then that means that you are allowing for yourself to be open to any and all things that come your way. There's this energy or this fear of having to make sacrifices when it comes to making a choice and then moving forward with it. That is an issue. So the issue is like this energy of like the call is coming from inside the house, right? So this means that you have a difficult time being able to actually watch and look at yourself, especially in moments of grief and pain. So you're choosing to stay in comfort or to not do anything at all because of this fear of making something worse, of making something worse. But baby, how much worse can it be than what the fuck you're going through right now? And that's one of the things, like that's what you have to counter your shadow from. Your shadow is here to protect you, but a lot of the times they try to protect you by keeping you in a state of familiarity. They know how to navigate in this pain. They know how to navigate in this anguish. They know how to navigate in this realm, and you're trying to get out of that. So the very first step to making choices and taking control of your life is by actually allowing for yourself to ground into your higher self. Ground into your higher self. So when you're thinking about situations that have transpired, what ends up happening with you is you start thinking about it and then you get overwhelmed by the emotions. But baby, the emotions are just the motherfucking first step. You just have to get through the emotional part and then you're gonna come online like a fucking like it's like Autobots roll out type shit. That's when you're gonna start to see your higher self step the fuck in. But your higher self needs you to get through the 3D shit first. They need you to get through these emotions first. They need you to think, baby. You gotta think. You have to realize that as you're swimming in these emotions, if you don't stop yourself from going through it, then you're gonna get to this point where you're gonna realize that you've always been protected. Then you're gonna finally break this nasty ass, bitch ass karmic loop that you're in. You're gonna finally see the strength. First of all, you need to understand that you one strong, tough ass motherfucker because of the fact that you've been going through this loop over and over and over again and you still fucking standing. You're like, Saray, bitch, I'm tired. I want to rest. I'm ready for happiness. I'm ready for joy. But baby, you need to see that you've been going through this cycle for this fucking long and you still here. You ain't unalived yourself. You ain't unalive somebody else. You ain't right. That's the energy. Instead of you turning into the motherfucking Hulk on everybody, you decided to say, you know what? Let me stop. Because obviously the choices that I'm making ain't fucking right? And that's beautiful. Kudos to you. But you were supposed to stop, feel these emotions, think about them, because there's something that you were going to learn. Some of these fucking emotions ain't yours. Some of them is the power of the tongue. So word magic, people projecting things onto you and you fucking internalizing it with your big golden hard ass, okay? You internalize shit that wasn't yours. And if you sat there and you thought about it and you allowed yourself to ground yourself through these heavy emotions, you was going to learn that. You were going to find that because your higher power, your higher self, your God, your energy was going to come online and show it to you. Okay? So this is where you have to start realizing just how powerful you are, but you already know that. But it's more so about understanding that these emotions are not your enemies. They are a pathway for you to understand what the actual truth is. But you have to sit down and allow yourself to move through it, and then you'll see all the things start to fall into place. Things are being exposed to you, how the call is coming from inside of the house. And the call that's coming from inside of the house is that your higher self, your guides, are saying, we got you, but you need to come to us. You need to come to us. Okay? I love you. I love me. Bye, y'all.